All right, the cardboard, as you should for a resurrecting any drift car, roadkill fashion. But you know, this is probably not long enough, so we got one that's perfect length. So today we're gonna work on the car obviously a little bit, but we also gotta figure out what we have to do and what we have to get. So we're gonna run through the list today and make the list. Number one, we got motor. That's the biggest thing. Power plant of the car is what we need the most, but we still don't know what to get. So we kind of had three options. We're really leaning towards doing ITB setup because Charles would like to dabble in that. We thought about doing an SR with ITBs. We thought about doing a JZ with ITBs, and we thought about doing an LS with ITBs. We thought about the SR a lot because that's like pretty period correct, but they don't make much power.
The NA ones don't make
at all
any power.
And yeah, although that would be cool, it's still up in the air right now. We haven't decided yet, but Charles and I were just talking about doing like an NA2J with ITBs, and that could be pretty fucking cool because we could make over 200 horsepower and still make some really dope noises.
And we have most of it here.
Yeah, and then the last option is a 5.3 with ITBs, which is also a dope option. Anyways, we got three options. We're kind of leaning towards one or two of them. We'll decide maybe in this video what we're gonna do.
What trans are we gonna run? CD09.
Okay, so we got motor and trans not figured out yet.
Yeah.
But they're on the list. So
Yes.
That's good.
Yes. Cage needs to be complete.
We need tube front.
Tube front. We need to straighten the frame rail. We're gonna work on it.
You can see a little bit right here that's a little crinkled.
I'm not kink shaming, okay?
No.
I think we should cut this out the rest of the way.
What's really the point of doing that?
So we can put in this sheet metal work and clean it all up so that the body panels aren't just hiding a bunch of junk.
Yeah. A lot of people have been telling me to just throw this car together and drift it, but I want it to look nice again. All right, so we got rear fenders. We got to cut both of them out like we were just talking about that one.
Could start working on your fuel tank.
Oh yeah, fuel tank, that's got to go in.
You know what's going to happen is you're going to have to write smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller.
We're already getting like halfway.
And then it's going to have like row 2.
This is always fun though, because once you get across something off the list,
yeah,
it's satisfying.
I love going.
Yeah.
Well,
should this be everything we need to buy, or should it be everything we need to do?
We could do to buy list over here.
We need front glass and quarter glass. I think I'm gonna use my Watanabes from the Corolla, but that means I have to buy wheels for the Corolla.
Angle kit. Well, we need lower control arms. Brake pads and rotors.
It doesn't look too daunting.
They just gotta build a whole car, pretty much.
Literally. Okay, first thing I want to do, probably not first thing I should be doing, is whacking the frame rail straight. Hopefully it works. I don't even know if it will. I'm just gonna try to whack it as much as I can. You can see right there how it kind of turns in a little bit to your left. So I'm gonna try to hammer it that way. Is it working? I don't know.
Did it move?
It looks a little straighter. I can't tell, but it kind of looks straighter. That looks pretty tits. There's a chance nothing happened.
No, it moved for sure. Come on down to Schwackers.
I'm gonna continue grinding on the cage, but I'm gonna go get a better floppy disk. I went out and I bought this much bigger flopper. Should go way faster. Go. All right, so this rear quarter should come off now after all that cutting. There might be one spot right down here that has to cut a little more, but. All right, now that that quarter is off, this little rear part is much more malleable. And I just hit on it a couple times off camera, but it's already getting a lot better. Before, the trunk was like entirely overlapping this part of the quarter panel. I just hit a couple times with the hammer this way, and it's much better now. I'm gonna hit it up a little bit because I think it's still sitting a little low at this point. Much better.
If you weren't following along in the first part of the video, we were talking about how we were gonna cut off this whole panel and then seal this hole back up with a piece of sheet metal. So we'll run sheet metal down here and then up to here, make it look a little bit nicer. If I ever have to take the over fenders off or whatever, I just don't want to looking shitty. And I'm gonna cut out these flaps that we cut like 5 years ago right now. Now we'll be able to go dumpster low. I'm just gonna clean it up a little bit. Okay, time to do the same thing on this side, but avoid that fuel door. All right, now that these fenders are a little more malleable, because I took away most of the entire fender, I should be able to manipulate these bolt holes so that I can fit in the new tail lights that I just bought from Big. Well, I haven't bought them yet, but I took them off this car. I think I remember this one being decent, but they'll probably need a little bit of loving. All right, so I need to hammer a little bit of this over here. All right, well, can't really tell because it's super smoked, but it doesn't fit perfect, but it fits. My goal was to get at least 3 bolts on, or 3 nuts on, and these 2 are good, but as you can imagine, the ones over here were pretty fucked. But I was able to manipulate it enough to get one of those side bolts, or one of those side nuts on, so that's pretty cool. And the cool thing about this, you can see how there's a little gap between the light and the fender. Normally when you get over fenders, the over fender is above the light. But now when I get over fenders, it'll be flush with the light. So that could be kind of cool. All right, now I gotta work on this side. I think this side will be the easier side, but I'm not sure. Holy shit. I'm getting close, I think. This is like real fucked up. I was definitely wrong when I said this would be the easy side. So basically I'm just trying to massage this part out now so it kind of matches better with the tail light. I think that's about as good as it's gonna get today anyways. Not really bad. Pretty happy with it, to be honest. It's 5 o'clock, time to head home. But we got a lot done today. We finished grinding the shit off the cage, for the most part. Rear fenders are finished. Still gotta do the fuel tank. That'll be probably tomorrow. Oh, we got our tail lights on. That was the biggest thing. That took like for fucking ever. Put that on here. We'll have to get more tail lights. Fuck those beaches.
Dude, you did good. I just showing up at the
day, but it was pretty productive, and I'm happy with it. Tomorrow, definitely we'll be doing the fuel tank, and that's all I can really think of right now. I think we kind of did decide what engine we're gonna do. Yeah, I think we've got some good options, but I think the best option and the most realistic one is an NA2J. And I think that would be fucking cool. We've got access to transmissions for it, we've got access to the motor, and we'd like to do the ITB thing, which would be really cool. Yeah, I think DJ had always wanted to do an NA2J in his 240, so I'm in the OT.
Well, not to mention everybody had mentioned that like
they wanted to see a JC,
A JC.
back in the car.
Yeah.
So I don't feel like we're doing a terrible disservice to anybody by putting a JC back in it.
Right. So yeah, let's cross this. Well, let's not cross it off yet, but we'll put 2J.
And we can make a flange, and you can build your own headers.
Yeah.
That'd be a cool project.
That would be fucking dope.
Maybe we'll make a crazy like 6-into-1 collector out of 304 stainless and make it like crazy nice and make it all. You ever seen like the RV cars that have like the crazy like swooping?
Oh yeah.
What if we did that? What if we did like
down.
some crazy like?
Man, that would be badass. We're gonna have a meet, by the way. 2 months from now.
Yeah, it looks like June or no, what is it? August 14th, tentatively here at the shop.
Yeah.
You get to meet everybody.
Hopefully DJ will be here too. Try to get him down here.
It'll most likely be an after party. You gotta travel thousands of miles. It's moving.
All right, peace out. See you in the next one. Thanks for watching.